Hi, Aries. So, doing love readings for February, but for some reason, it's really weird. It's like, I don't feel like you guys are focused on love right now, and I kind of feel like it's because you don't really want to have to beg for it, or look for it. It's like you just want it to come to you, which is fair, but if you are hiding out and you're not getting out and doing stuff, or you're not doing stuff with your partner, stuff like that, how are you going to be able to just get it? If we're not putting ourselves out there, how can stuff come in? So we have the moon, which everybody's getting the moon because we have the full lunar eclipse. It's on the 31st, which if you're on the other side of the world, it's already the 31st of January. But I feel like the feelings of wanting to beg for affection, it's like you're going to eclipse that stuff out. It's almost like I'm not fighting for something that I have to beg for. I'm not going to do that. You just want it to happen, which is fair. Totally fair. Like I said, totally fair. But if you've previously had to beg for affection from somebody, and now you're just going to shut yourself down, shut yourself out, and not, put yourself out there. It's okay. So this is the feeling that I'm getting. I really want to be loved. I really just want somebody to love me, unconditionally, truly love me. But I'm not going to beg for it anymore, so I'm not putting myself out there. Right? 5 of Cups. So you're not focusing on it. And I think that is what the eclipse is going to do for you, is take that thought process and make it go away, right? 2 of Swords. I feel like that you need to leave shit behind in the past that is no longer serving you. People, thought patterns, things that have kind of become stuck up in your head because you wanted it so badly that it was just like you were just going to make it happen. There we are, begging for affection. The Page of Cups. So let's not do that. Let's get rid of those old thought patterns. If something isn't working, if you have to try way too hard in a relationship or in any area of your life, if you're having to beg for anything, there definitely needs to be a change. Death. Transformation. You could have a Scorpio in your life, someone who's much younger than you are, or somebody who kind of acts younger than you are, or this just could be you really needing to go through a transformation of some sort. You could also have an air sign in your life. We have the Queen of Swords. Air signs are starting to come through February. It's going to be a little rough, but they're starting to come out of a thought process that they have to cut people down out and cut people out of their lives. They're doing some clearing as well. But I think for Aries, it's not necessarily a clearing as much as a needed change, a needed process change. I mean, I feel like, so we have the Magician at the bottom. I feel like you are making things happen, but I don't want you to manipulate circumstances. I don't want you to manipulate people. I don't want you to cut people down or say certain things to people to make them think how do I put this? To make them think that you're right and they're wrong. You know what I mean? Because if you're having to like beg for affection from somebody, I think we've had this talk before. Like if you're really having to beg for affection from somebody, they're not worth it. Not worth it. 3 of Wands. They're not for you. Wheel of Fortune. And there's the King of Pentacles. That person's been showing up for a while. Ace of Swords. So there needs to be a conversation, or you just need to get some clarity that you have got to move on. If you are still begging for affection and attention from somebody, you have got to move on, Aries. It is time. You have got to eclipse this person or this thought process out of your life. If you are in a relationship and something is, you just need to like flip the wheel a little bit to make things grow and be better. There's got to be a conversation about that. Because I feel like that you guys have been holding on to feelings and hurt and pain for a while. And it's time to cut that shit out. It's time to be who you are. It's time to move forward in a direction that is serving you better. Because the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. You have transformation happening here. You know, you have the 8 of Pentacles rebuilding, and the 4 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles, the World. Aries. Aries, 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 Aries. You have some beautiful stuff coming up. The only thing I'm worried about is this 4 of Pentacles guy. Because as you're rebuilding your relationship that you're already in, or after you've like cut out the thought process or the whatever ideal you have in your head of the way a relationship is supposed to look, or whatever idea you have in your head that you're supposed to be with a certain person. If you are holding on to this idea way, way too much, and if you keep holding on to it, you're never going to be able to make things happen in your life. Like, this magician here can make shit happen. And it's time. With this lunar eclipse, it is totally time to cut all of that old stuff out of your life. And get to the 10 of Pentacles. Get to the 10 of Cups. Let the Wheel of Fortune work for you. You know? If you're holding on to a 3D aspect of, this is what I have to do in life before I can move forward in any relationship, it's time to cut that out of your life too. 3 of Wands. It's time to break free. It is time to break free. It is time to rebuild. It is time to stop deceiving yourself. 5 of Swords. Stop deceiving yourself. That this is the only thing that you get to have in life, you know? That the 5 of Cups is all you're going to get. That it's just all is lost. If I have to cut this person out of my life, or if I have to cut this idea of being with, you know, in a certain relationship, then all is lost. Then what do I do? It's not necessarily supposed to be like that, you know, because this air sign, they're not going to keep anything in their life that's not serving them anymore. Trust me, they're not. All of the air signs are breaking free from ideas of who they once were and moving in a direction that is going to serve them better. So if the people around them aren't doing the same, it's going to hurt. It is going to feel like all is lost. So I want you to build up that Aries strength that you have. Ace of Pentacles. Because this transition is happening. It's happening fast. And you have stability and happiness and magic. And I mean, we have 3 completion cards. The Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. All surrounding the Magician. And then we have the World. So ending your cycle. Ending this cycle that could have been going on for years. You thinking that you have to beg for affection, or you thinking that the relationship has to be a certain way for you to be happy, or you thinking that you have to be with a certain person to be happy. You know, sometimes if we think it's a person that we're supposed to be with, often something has to happen, like a lunar eclipse, for us to realize that it's not the person we're supposed to be with. That this whole time we were just wishing it up in our minds, making things up. So look at the reality of it. Look at the stable reality of the situation, Aries. Because your cycle is starting now. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful February coming. So let's let the old shit go, the old baggage go. Don't deceive yourself that you have to keep holding on to stuff so tightly. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. And I hope your February is wonderful. I am going to do some special readings for the lunar eclipse. Hopefully I can get them out tonight. If not tonight, then they will be tomorrow morning. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you want to check out the InstantGo app, that link's below, and any donations that are coming in, thank you so much. They are supporting this channel, and it's keeping it going, and I really appreciate it. If you would like a personal reading, that link is also below to my website. It's fearlessintuition.net. If you email me, I will just send you to my website anyway, so let's cut out the middleman. Just go directly to my website. You guys are fantastic. I love you so much, and I will see you guys for your general readings.